Good evening, one. Good evening, all, and welcome to Grid Vision's Wednesday night top split coverage. We are live from virtual Darlington Raceway, and who's we? Hell, it's me, J-Lo, Joe LaCastro, up in the booth with Sheldon Atkins as usual, Austin Derbyshire down in the truck, pushing all the buttons, pulling the levers, and bringing you the best that iRacing has to offer here on this beautiful Wednesday night. Sheldon, are you ready to go to Iowa?
Absolutely, man. Been running here all week, and I tell you what, we're in for a real treat here with the wonderful, I don't know if we can call it wonderful, but the half-assed repave that NASCAR decided to put here because this car can't drive over fucking bumps. But the one thing that it has really added to the equation here is having a lot of tire degradation and tire failures this week. A couple notable names that had issues with him this week. Obviously, your boy himself popped a right rear on a late race restart, killed the field. Sean Conklin had issues on the Monday night SOF, had a right front tire go down. And it seems like it's been not isolated to just individual teams. It seems like it's all across the board. So these guys are absolutely pushing the limits on grip and tire durability. So that's really going to make for a good race.
I'm looking forward to it, my friend. And we've got 175 going around here, so let's make it good. Quick picks here. Joseph for me. Give it to the man with 2 of my first name. Let's see what happens here. And Sheldon, let's hear from you.
Well, I'm going to have to go with a little bit of a friend, but the 2022 CRA Late Model Sportsman champ himself, Keegan Sabilo in the 77 Mac Tools Camry. He's shown a lot of pace here this week, and I feel like he might have the secret sauce to get this thing done if it comes down to it in the late race.
Secret sauce indeed. And we saw Darby is picking the same, Keegan Spilo. So let's see what happened here. Sheldon, you're already getting some love there in the chat. Well, let's go do the grid real quick. This race is about to get kicked off here. On the pole position right now, Dylan Banks with Joey Beck in second. Right, Sean Conklin in third with Dylan Basin in fourth. Dallas Wataska in 5th, Nikita Scherpling in 6th, Richard Garcia in 7th with Derek Heitman in 8th, Keegan Sabilo in 9th with Joseph Tucker in 10th.
In 11th place, we got Lightning Levine himself with Justin Nankey just outside in the 23 machine. 13th place going to be Logan Hudson with Nolan Hodgson starting in the 14th. 15th place going to be Justin Campbell with Brendan Meal to his outside in 16th. Bringing it off the grid here in 17th place is going to be Steve Tucker with Robert Fitzpatrick Jr., followed by Omar Diallo and Joseph Squared, the guy that I killed Monday night, running out your top 20.
In 21, Matt Busa. In 22, Nick Holslander. 23, Tyler Luttrell. 24, Maggie McGuire. 25, Brandon Buey. 26th, Jake Phillips. 27th, Chad McGinley. 28th, Bailey Dutton. 29th, Austin Edstrom, our own, and Brenson Hunt in 30th.
And 31st place, we're going to have Luis Z. Pizzero with Alan Pajari just outside in 32nd. 33rd, going to be Bailey Jelinas with Lou Christian in 34th. And running out the 35 car field here today is going to be Joshua Latka. And, completely murdered the field Monday night. Glad we can cover that again. It was great. Stayed out on old tires and didn't realize that we were down to probably about 3 or 4% on that right rear. Come out of turn 2. Next thing I know, I am dead ass sideways and deleting all my friends. It was great. Everybody was there.
Oh no!
The whole service was watching that. It was the best moment of my life.
That's got to feel good, man. Just got to feel good knowing that you were the one who, put the penny on the train tracks there. Always does wonders for the ego. Have you been able to get back on the track since then, or have you saved us all the worry and anxiety?
No, I've been back. I've been running pretty good, too, aside from a bit of a over-adjustment on the car last night, causing me to snap out of 2. But, hey, man, look, we're up from 1994 iRating to 4K, so I don't give a damn. I'm just having fun.
Having fun. Well, you know what? It is a simulator. I almost said something that was sacrilegious here in the iRacing world.
But video
it
game?
is a simulator.
I don't say
that. Right? It is a simulator, but it is one that we like to have fun with. So we'll be going. What was that?
You say it's a video game. Some neckbeard's going to pop out of their grandma's basement and beat the ever-loving hell out of you for that. So
I
you gotta be careful
I
there.
know. That's why I was treading very lightly, but you're being very overt. That's the difficult thing sometimes, is I've got to tread very lightly, and then you call the neckbeards out, and they're going to get mad at us.
Hey, it's all good, my lady.
Tip of the hat. All right, kitten, we're about to get this started here. Going around through the backstretch.
Oh, no.
You open this can of beans, all right? This is how it's going to go. 3 and 4 coming up here. We're going to get things started. Dylan Banks and Joey Beck on the front line right now. Kicking things off with 175 to go here. Pace car very shortly. Whoop, there he goes. Looking for that start zone, and things are going to kick off here in Iowa. There we go. We are go, go, go on Grid Vision.
Oh, the green flag is out, princess.
The green flag is out. Remember last time the green flag came out? Remember how I had to punish you?
Oh, God, okay.
KNC.
The lava raiders are about to find their way back to my floor.
That's the end of that bit. Dylan Banks still out in front right now with Dylan Vason in second, actually. Joey Beck falling back to third.
Dylan Banks, that's also one you got to keep your eyes on here. He's been really fast all week. And honestly, that's been the story the past couple weeks. Because he's pretty much been a pretty dominant force here in the A Open and the NIS series. It's basically been him and Conklin trading off that top spot week in and week out since, I want to say, since Dover is where I first saw Banks out on the track. Right now, Conklin up to third place now, taking the spot away from Beck. I see Jay Beck. That's not Jeff Beck. That is Joey Beck.
Look a little further back there. Joseph Tucker and Keegan Sabilo right now are kind of heading things off on another little pack there of cars that haven't quite straightened things out yet. We're 2x2 way back into the back of this pack here.
And Tucker running a beautiful Grid Vision livery here today from Iowa. Looks sneakily similar to my own on the Chevrolet, but I changed things up and went to the Camry.
Fantastic.
See him.
The Grid Vision beer can livery.
You see him right there, and what you see out of that 8 machine is what you want to see. What you see out of Sabilo, though, that's what you really need to do. You need to be able to get down there, hook that paint, and wrap it all the way around the track, because once you start to go up into those higher lines, you are just absolutely chunking that right front tire off. But you also don't want to make the mistake that a couple guys have made this week, where you save too much too early in the run, and you lose a hell of a lot of time, and you never get the opportunity to get it back, because we have had a handful of cautions this week.
We got a 3-wide situation a little further back. Who's
Looks
that
like
there?
that's Busa down there on the inside line right now, trying to make quick work of the field here.
Yes, sir. Busa just a little bit behind Campbell and Hmeal, who are on the inside there, or excuse me, on the outside. Hmeal still working that there. Busa just a little bit back. Campbell in front of him in the 9. These two cars now spreading things out a little bit. That was these guys still haven't figured things out yet. They're just a pack of bees back here.
Yeah, just squared now, trying to get to the inside here. And a little log jam here. It's kind of the problem that you run into here. The dirty air is very treacherous. It seems like that's just going to be the hot topic item everywhere we go with this new build, with this new car, with this car. And somebody gets out there and they save tires, and it's a damn nightmare to try and find your way past them, because you have to find the clean air. But since we're limited now to basically a lane and a half since the repave, or whatever NASCAR wants to refer to this as, you don't really get the option to go up against the fence and fire off with momentum and clear them quick. You really got to work at it a couple laps. You see Levine now go up to the outside. Sabilo, teammate, going to let him work his way past here.
Both looking very good right now. Yeah, he just lets him go. Sabilo's still on the inside there. He's going to also have to let Hudson get about a half car length on him, it looks like, as he's going to maintain that line down on the inside. A few into the outside wall. You've already mentioned that it's really tough right now to avoid that kind of situation from happening. And we're going to be seeing people bounce off that wall, I think, all night long.
Also up here at the front of the pack, it's not over yet. Banks with the advantage, but not much of one over the 11 machine of Basin right behind him. A little bit of parity up here in these first two spots. You got Ryko up at the front, and you got Team Conti machine stuffed right there in the middle with Sean Conklin sitting in P3, ready to pounce on these guys once they start racing.
Love it. It's a good spread up there. These guys still trying to pull it off. Conklin now on the outside. You see that move there? He's making the move on Basin. Trying to take second. He's got it now by half a car length on the outside. Trying to seal the deal. Here comes Basin holding on. Not quite letting him have that spot yet, but there he goes. He's got the momentum here into out of 4 across the line.
Sean's realizing right now that running behind these guys is doing nothing but hold them up and killing off a little bit of extra tire, being stuck in the dirty air, trying to make the move, skip to the front here pretty quick as we see a pass happening a little bit further back as Tucker works his way past Sperling. It'll take me a try or two to get that name right, but I'll get it.
Yeah, I almost porked that one pretty hard on the during the grid too. So Sperling is one that I'm going to remember and make sure that I get right. Speaking of which, right now he has fallen back a little bit after letting Joseph Tucker get that pass.
Oh, up into the wall,
now
Basin.
Sperling's man alone. Oh no!
The third place runner gets loose coming out of turn 2, tags down the fence halfway down the back straightaway, gets it straight though, but difficulties early here for the 11 Team Conti cameras. We got a bow for the lead now. Sean Conklin tucks up down to the inside, trying to get to the low line of Banks. Banks is going to shut the door right on his nose, though. What's Conklin going to do is he works his way down the back straightaway. Is he going to try to go to the top here into 3 and 4? No, he's going to stay in line for now.
Yep, just a little bit. He knows we've got a lot of race left to go.
The most important thing is you don't want to set yourself up in a situation where you're not going to be able to pass a guy. You need to have a really good run to get the move done. You got to really set them up through 1-2s. We got a caution, so that's out the window.
Woo!
Oh, there's a car parked.
It's gone.
Hey, you can't park there, buddy. Doc Hudson has gone around in turn 1.
The white zone is for the loading and unloading of passengers only. There's no parking in the red zone.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday.
That's going through the... That's going... I think that says something about the age difference, the age gap here, potentially. I made an airplane reference, and you made a Jet 2 holiday reference. It was a much more relevant meme than an airplane reference, I have to admit.
A little bit of contact off turn 4 there with one Chase Elliott paint. And the other one just helped him book his Jet 2 holiday quick.
Yes, he did.
Good save by Hudson, though. He could have knocked down the fence there, keeps the car in one piece, and luckily gets missed by the entire field that was behind him.
Yeah.
And, being the 34 car, getting thrown behind the 8 ball like that, it's not too bad because you don't really have as much to lose here as the rest of these guys, and there's still a lot of race to go. Now, you just sit back there, you run a calm, patient race as you watch the rest of the field come down pit road here to take fuel. And a couple adjustments, I'm sure, because limited tire set, you don't want to fire through them too quick.
It's true. So what sort of adjustment would you consider making at this point if you're not going to get tires?
Free it up.
Yeah.
But we got some taking tires here, up here at the front. Conklin taking...
Yeah, we're going to say first things first. That's
taking
Dylan
rights,
Banks there at the
taking
front.
lefts. Yeah, taking all 4.
Interesting. Starting
See
an early tire strategy.
See a couple guys take 2 tires there, though. Nakey opting to take either just rights or no tires at all. Gains a whole bunch of spots there on pit road in the 42 machine.
Okay.
And I do believe that Pataska and Garcia also rolled the dice on that one as well. Never mind. Our producer proving me to be a liar.
Yeah, we're looking at the timing of the time he spent in the box here. It was similar to everybody else's, so we'll see.
Oh,
Time will
and
tell.
Hudson. Hudson goes from the spin to the lead. Opts to stay out here. Let's see if he stays out for this pass. But I'm pretty sure if he comes down pit road right now, he's probably going to get a hold under green.
Yeah, well, he's trying to stay behind the pace car there. Let's see what happens. As we get ready, coming around, we've got at least 2 to go, so. And Yeah, bold move, Cotton. We'll see how it plays out as the 48 keeps those tires warm.
Well, what
You
you
know, I
gotta do
remember
is
reading. Oh, what's
gotta
up?
get a free range chicken. I don't care how. I can't do a Christopher Walken impression, but the spirit is there. That's all that matters.
It is there. It's been. You gotta get a free range chicken. I don't care how.
It looks like a free range. I mean, it's a really screwed up, mutated free range chicken he's got on the side there, but surely a Pegasus is the other white meat, right?
The Disney version is, yes, there we go. Oh, lights are off. Looks like Hudson stayed out, so he did not go down for that hold on the green hold there. He's going to go ahead and try to win this thing from the front without any new tires. He's going to get chewed up.
You're about to watch the field swallow him like Joey Chestnut here on this restart because that tire wear is going to bite him so bad here.
We are about to witness some really tough stuff. Here goes the green flag right now. Logan Hudson, we are green yet again. Dylan Banks and Hudson now leading the charge here at Iowa.
And Banks with the bumper in at 1 and 2 moves him up the track a little bit and not going to get caught up behind him.
Boom!
And oh, Banks has disappeared and one guy has died in turn 1 and 2. And another car spinning on the back straightaway hard into the tire pack.
We had two separate spins
and they're still wrecking.
Yeah, we had two separate spins there, one in the back and then a second one that came up in the front here. But let's not forget Dylan Banks' brief trip to the Phantom Zone. That was just a cursed restart.
Oh, and Keegan gets caught up in it too. And the engine is gone on the 77 Mac Tools Camry.
Man alive. Snakes alive. That was wild. Let's see it.
Keegan goes up top, hits the bumps, and that's the problem with this car. NASCAR half-assed repaving the place, and the upper groove, nothing but bumps. And, you know, you saw what happened at Dover when people tacked on the bumps here. They just bottom out like crazy. And you're going to watch right here. He's going to come in here. Everything's going to look good. Hits that bump in center, and it just snaps. There's not a thing you can do. It's like somebody jerked the wheel out of your hand and punched you in the face all at the same time. It's not a fun experience.
You can't keep getting away with this. That was terrible. What a repave.
Derek looks like he's just in a really uncomfortable aero spot. Gets boosted tight a little bit coming out turn 2. Gets a shot from behind, though, by the 29 machine.
And gets the 29 back.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it tags a few other people, too, it looks like. But he gets the 29 right back. For that's...
I have.
It's a good question. Let's take a look here and try to figure out who
that was Nikita Sperling. The 29 Sunoco Camry. Sorry, Mustang.
Thank you very much. Let's see what happened here. Sperling. Ooh, just... The yellow's out at that point. I think he's just going way too hard. He's still racing. That's what it seemed like.
Pretty much able to regather their car, though, so no big issues. Just,
yeah. Getting shaken up.
Some bruised egos and bent tempers or something.
Something like that.
Something. We did just hear from Keegan Sabilo. He just said he really hates it for the guys back at the shop. They put in a lot of hard work and hours this week, and shame they won't be able to finish it out. But he's going to be, I'm sure, moving his attention forward since he's sitting second in his, since he's in his second full-time season in the Jegs and CRA All-Stars Tour.
Hey.
Yep. Driving those pro late models. Right. Third in standings at the moment. Hopefully that goes better for him.
Yes, sir.
But it's just one of those deals, man. Especially with this track, Dover as well. I mean, any track that we've got a lot of bumps in the surface. It's just, we trim the cars out as much as we can to try and get as much aero out of them. And once you end up in a, worn out patch of asphalt in this car, it just kills you. There's not a thing you can do because you have to run them so stiff. There's nothing really absorb it aside from the car into the wall.
Yeah, the car into the wall is not the solution you want, though. That's seems obvious. Obviously, I shouldn't throw that one out there. But here we go. Getting things started yet again. Let's see if we can do a full lap this time.
The outside line hibernating till the off season there. Not a good start for Hudson, but remember, he's on way old tires. You see Pataska work the top line, trying to get past him here down the back straightaway. Pataska's going to get him clear into 3. Now it's a log jam of cars behind the 34 machine. Down to the middle, trying to make it 3 wide here. A little bit of contact out of turn 4. That almost didn't work.
That bump is coming at the 34 if he's not down.
Right now, Hudson's just trying to stay out of the way the best he can, but, you've only got so much room here up into the fence out of turn 2.
Oof. Yeah, he's just getting filtered right now. Just filtered. That's
this
the action's at right
by
now.
leaf filter.
Yeah. The
Not
34. Really. Ooh, backwards into the face of Nolan Hodgson.
Right now up at the front of the pack, Sean Conklin to the back bumper, the 8 machine of Dylan Banks again. This is the battle we're going to see all night.
Let's see if we can get the momentum. There is... Oh, go on.
Yeah, Conklin setting up the hill here, trying to get the drive off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Not really working in his favor right now. Banks did a great job rotating center through 1 and 2 on the bottom. And Conklin's just trying any way he can to find a little bit of advantage to get that shot down the straightaway to set him up for a pass into 1, but it looks like he's losing a little bit of time right now behind the 8 machine of Banks.
Yeah, just a little bit of time back there. He's not really... You think it's from him... I mean, I feel like Conklin could challenge a little harder at this point if he wanted to, but he's probably not very intentional.
Also, look who's crept his way up into 4th place right now.
Ooh, Busa.
Our one and only pro driver in the field right now, Matt Busa. Working up on the top line here, going to take over 3rd spot from Pataska down the back straightaway. Good drive for the Treetop Chevrolet.
Wow. Good pass on the outside there from Matt Busa. That was smooth.
I guess you could say the boost is loose. Little Beetlejuice on you.
I like it.
Oh, no, it's a Treetop car. The juice is loose. That one works. That one is in play. And up for the lead now. Sean Conklin working the top side of the racetrack, trying to get past Banks. Nah, I don't. It's going to be close. The caution just came out.
Oof.
Oh, yeah. Chase Elliott is wrecked.
That's going to involve a few names there. I think Omar Diallo was also involved. I saw that name flying down the list.
It was Omar. Just Chase Elliott paid scheme.
So you know it's him. Ooh.
I don't really know where. I don't know where he thought that car was going, but that couldn't really go any higher up the track there.
Yep, not really, unfortunately.
Joey Beck just got absolutely cleaned the hell out coming out of turn 2.
Yikes. But, I thought he was just holding it.
Diallo caught the worst end of it.
Yeah. I thought he was holding it pretty well, too. And then it looks like he was just holding a line that was not parallel. It was going to intersect no matter what at that point, at that angle. And so now we've got a few cars trading things up. Sean Conklin currently down pit road. Banks having stayed out.
Yeah, able to maintain the lead for now. 34 laps on the board. Still plenty of time left in the race, but there's plenty of time for these guys to set themselves up on alternate tire strategies as well.
Well, we're at that point now because we've almost had another full set of 17 laps between the last time that Dylan Banks pit and the last time that Sean Conklin's current pit time of current pit lap of 33, along with Campbell, Buey, Heitman, and Hudson. These are a few guys who were involved in some things that went down, but the last time that they pit was on this last lap. So it'll be interesting to see how these strategies are going to start stacking up in weird ways. Little groups of people are going to start forming based on when they all pit as little groups, and I'm intrigued to see how that plays out over the course of the race.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Conklin, I'm pretty nervous right now because you've noticed that there's been a lot of cautions here to start this thing off, and now you're starting their shotgun on the field behind those guys that have been struggling really hard to get the things around the track here. This could very well end up being a bad situation.
Let's see if it does end up being a bad situation for these guys. In the front right now, Dylan Banks, Matt Busa, Dallas Pataska, Dylan Basin. Nice stack of 4 there. Busa and Banks on the front, Busa on the outside. Going through 1 and 2 right now. This will be it before we go green. So let's get ready, folks. Get on the edge of those seats. Make sure you got your drinks ready, your popcorn bucket handy, your official Grid Vision popcorn buckets, which we don't have. we should get right on that. Coming soon, official Grid Vision popcorn buckets. And if you haven't yet, make sure to smash that follow button on Twitch and the subscribe button, especially if you've got your Amazon subscription, haven't used it yet. Go ahead and throw it our way. We'd love to have your support and bring you even better content. As there goes the pace car, and here we go with Dylan Banks and Matt Busa out in front. We are green yet again.
An exceptional launch here for Dylan Banks. Going to clear himself a handful of car lengths over the field here. 0.4 of a second down into turn 1. You see Busa up on top of the hill here, trying to find the momentum to get past Pataska down the back straightaway again. Looks like he's got it there through 1 and 2 into 3. Going to launch it, looking 3 in the middle though. Here comes Basin again.
Basin sitting back and forth, wants to make that pass on Pataska. Gets the side-by-side with the 17 right now. Can he get the momentum? Oops, up into the wall a little bit. That's not going to help. And we've got action in the back. Looks like it's going to be Sean Conklin.
That's what I was worried about, man. Just, it's great to go off strategy and try to make something happen. Make your, job a little bit easier. But you get back in there in that traffic, you just have no idea what the hell's going to happen. See him get to the back bumper of the 29 machine and thought he was clear of the 35. Comes down, clips him a little bit. Oh, Edstrom takes the Rocket Man straight to the moon there.
He burned up his fuse out there, but he wasn't alone. That was the problem. As it looks like that pinball effect here really caught Sean Conklin. He bounced off the car ahead of him, bounced off the car behind him, and then up into Austin Edstrom, who takes a bit of a spin.
Tell you what, it has been an uncharacteristic couple of weeks here for Sean Conklin.
Yeah.
Got
Mr. Wonderful there has just not been wonderfuling as much.
He's had a bunch of runner-ups where he, definitely what's the dominant car. Has just had issues here and there, just, finishing the race where that machine belongs. And I don't think it's going to last forever, but definitely a little bit of growing pains here in the summer stretch for your points leader.
Yeah. The summer stretch. It's a good way to put the situation that we're in right now.
As it is second. You know who's second in
who's
points? Who's in second? Oh,
who's that?
Put your eyes on Justin Levine.
Oh.
That 33 Mac Tools Camry. Better look at the NiS points this week. Got a strong run out of him this season.
Smart move, and good run. Yeah, second in points. Love to see it.
Apparently a good run tonight. Sitting in P8 currently, but I'm gonna knock on wood because anytime I say anything good about Justin, he says, "Nah, man, I'm gonna wreck myself and blame you."
It's only fair. I mean, it always comes across that way. It always seems like, we give him the old commentator's curse. Can't help it. That's just the way it goes. Yeah. It happened. Like, look at poor Keegan Sabilo. You guys voted for him twice, and he went straight to the moon.
Yeah, I sacrificed him.
A sacrifice was made. Keegan Sabilo. But to what end was the sacrifice made? To what end?
The radiator is what it looked like was the main sacrifice there. Because the factory smoke is still pouring out of that Camry on pit road.
No.
And you can't get that in there when it comes out.
No,
you try.
Factory smoke.
It ain't happening.
I've tried everything. Oh, here we go. We've got some eager beavers out there on the track right now. Dylan Banks keeping those tires warm.
You just call me?
You heard me.
I think I did.
I called you an eager beaver. Don't make me do my Discord mod impression again. That's a one-time thing.
I will throw up. I'll make it worse, and then we'll probably get TOS striked.
Yeah, no, that'll be bad.
Be funny though.
You know what's good?
How many commentator crews have gotten temporary suspensions from a platform?
Hey, you know what? We might be some of the first. Let's see what happens as we come round 3 and 4, getting things ready. Here's what's good. We are green yet again. As that outside line is a bit of a problem there. What a slow start there. Busa just a bit slow to get on the jump as Dylan Banks takes it away on the inside.
Yeah, Banks doing a really good job being aggressive there on the low line, getting these restarts. I think he might be starting her off in first gear based on how good of a jump he's getting over the rest of the field. You got the leader, you got the option to really experiment with the gearbox and find a quick way off the grid. Whereas everybody else having to react to, a lot of people will make mistakes trying to do that to match you. As, car up into the wall here, second place. It's Basin tags the fence again out of turn 2. But Busa not able to do anything with him right now as we see everybody trying a battle right now for fourth place. Itasca trying to hold off Joseph Squared, but Joseph Squared working the top line to his advantage here. Joseph Squared going to be up in P4.
I thought for sure that second place Dylan Basin, I thought that he was going to have some trouble when he started riding the wall like that, but it cost him virtually nothing. As still, Matt Busa is right behind him in third place.
Hey, you get pretty lucky here with it if you hit it flush. And we have another caution.
Oh, boys. Haley Dutton, let's see. The TCSP car.
All right, guys, 46 laps. I think we've done, 5 laps of green?
Just about.
This is awesome. Nope.
76 just tries to close the door. Well, first things first was coming down onto the inside and getting driven into.
That's just a massive dive bomb down into turn 3.
Yeah.
There's not really much he can do to avoid, when you're the lead car and somebody dives under you like that, it's not like you can change your line last second. Run on board with Dutton here. He tried everything he could to try and keep that thing pedaled.
Yeah. Did about its best. Well, let's see. Dutton. Unfortunate situation there, but it looked like the only driver involved in that wreck. Aside from who did he hit? I missed what number of who he hit. Anyways, We're going to keep on going around here. Dylan Banks and Dylan Basin in front. Matt Busa and Joseph behind. And as you mentioned earlier, we are on lap 48, actually, right now, of 175. So we got about another $1.30 to go.
It's the only problem that we're having right now is just, the mid section of the pack. Nobody's giving each other any patience. Up here at the front, it's been a little bit of give and take. A lot of respect being shown up here with the top 10, but further in the back, everybody's racing like their ass is on fire, and it's really just causing the issues right now.
Yeah. Well, if you race like your ass is on fire, it's going to make you very fast, but it will cause other problems too. There you go. Simple problem is you'll get burned. Yeah.
He who falls asleep with an itchy butt wakes up with a stinky finger. Confucius said it. He also said something about his sink, but I can't remember how it went.
As we've got beautiful views going through Iowa here through these chain link fences. Man, this repave really was hazardous. Look at the corn. It's sweating here in the Midwest, which is causing a bunch of humidity related issues. Apparently,
There's corn out there.
I'm not sure if it's a real thing or not, but I feel like it is at this point.
No, corn sweat's 100%.
Okay, well then it's happening right now. I guarantee you that.
Yeah, this race brought to you by. Oh, sorry, wrong corn. I gotta quit wrecking because y'all gotta quit wrecking. I'm brain riding over here.
Oh, wow. That's a different band. Sorry, brain fart. It's been a minute. Was that Disturbed?
Still a different band.
Some metal fan correct me. Yeah, I did Disturbed. That's what I thought. I was doing Down with the Sickness.
Yeah, he do be doing that a lot, doesn't he?
Here we go. There goes the pace car, and immediately into that zone, and whoa!
Oh, 3 wide, a little behind. Busa did not get going on the start, checked up the bottom lane from the second row on back, and it was 3 wide for a moment coming to turn 1, and we get a car around up into the fence.
Hard slam into the wall. It's Eric Heitman.
And what
happened?
That's the race ender right there. Oh, he hit the wall, Joe.
Yeah, okay, all right. Okay.
Brendan Meal, we got one guy under the apron in a turn. How was that supposed to work?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Brendan Meal.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Track just a little bit, and that was enough to send Heitman around.
That was crazy. It sounds like the drivers themselves are completely blown away that that amount of impact or that situation just occurred at all.
And I really think what might have ended up happening there was I feel like Brendan may have been trying to pay attention to what was going on with the 34 and the 3 into turn 1.
Yep.
And just didn't realize how close he was to the quarter panel of Heitman. I don't typically like to play devil's advocate, but I'll tell you what, if I see a guy diving under the apron into a flat corner on a short track, I'm keeping my eye on the wreck that's going to happen in front of me. I don't think about what's going on my outside.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good way to think of it. And it looks like he, unfortunately, it was the wreck that ended up happening.
But Brendan is taking full responsibility. And, honestly, we don't see him turn too many people, so.
Yeah.
I won't call him an idiot yet.
Calling out for that, yeah.
Yeah, he'll get his free pass on this one.
Everybody gets one.
He better. What kind of collates he got in that thing is what I want to know. We get another look out of the front of the 40 Machina Mule here, and yeah, you see that happening there on your inside, and I would naturally gravitate to that.
Wow. Yeah. You can barely see it. Here goes the 76. He's down. Wow.
Just don't really understand what the 34 was going for there.
Yeah, it reminded me of a wreck that we saw earlier. We've seen a few tonight, but it reminded me of a wreck we saw earlier where it was just, and there was an attempt to draw a parallel line, and for some reason, the car was just not, it was going to intersect. The two lines were not parallel. The driver may have thought they were, but they had the subtlest difference. And when the cars met, chaos ensued. We've seen that happen twice tonight, at least, where these tiny little touches just reverberate through the cars and you get complete chaos.
Definitely a rough break for Heitman because he was just trying to patiently claw his way through traffic here, get up to the front and trying to save a little bit of tire. It's frustrating when you have that kind of deal happen to you.
Yeah.
Especially when you get into a race and it's basically a third been run under caution so far.
Yeah, just about. It's a good way to put it. We are about a third of the way through the race. And well, almost a third of the way through the race. And we have been running under caution. A lot.
Oh.
Are we gonna lose Dylan Banks right now? To the Ether Sea? To the Phantom Zone?
He had a concert to play up at the high school.
Ah.
He was playing Johnny Be Good.
Oh, that's why he was disappearing slowly. I understand.
Yep. Your kids are gonna love it.
Gotta love that yearly Enchantment Under the Sea dance. And there's the green flag. We are green yet again here on Grid Vision.
Thanks with another sound restart here. Up through the gears, nice and clean down to 1 and 2, side by side for second place, and another caution.
Well, we went 3 wide into turn 1 again, and we had another wreck. Sounds like the fellas are just getting a little heated here. Let's take a look and see exactly what happened. Break it down a little bit.
Conklin sends it down to the bottom here, trying to make it 3 and a 1.
Very interesting
choice. And that's not even the problem because there's way more happening.
Ah. What a unique situation here. We have got cars on cars, unfortunately. Let's take another look here from this point of view. We're looking at Brendan Camille right now in the middle of your screen in the blue car. Camille, ooh.
Blue Christian gets cleaned out there.
Yep. Blue Christian gets cleaned out and spins. Let's see what happens. One more time coming around. Here comes the Grid Vision replay. Oop. Blue Christian. Ooh. And then spinning around. There goes the 18. Just spinning himself.
What's crazy is, we've had wrecks in the A Opens this week. Nowhere near as bad as this.
Not quite.
Nowhere near. I think the most I've seen A Open this week was like 4 or 5 cautions.
Well, 4 or 5. We've definitely passed that at this point. We're on, I think 6, 4. We're on 5 or 6 at this point. Probably 5 or 6. Yeah, I'm guessing that. Now, there are some drivers who are trying to capitalize on a situation like this and slowly but surely creep their way up toward the front of the pack. So this can work in someone's favor, even though it is a very tough, long race to cover. This kind of situation can work in someone's favor sometimes, if they play their cards very carefully.
We're on the pack right now. It's Dylan Banks and Joseph Squared. Justin Levine's worked himself down to the bottom line here in third with Richard Garcia. Tell you what, man, Garcia's been on one hell of a tear here the past handful of weeks. That 57 machine, it's always right there in the picture.
Never giving up.
A lot of good, strong runs out of the Podium Hunters Chevrolet here in the recent months. And Hodgson, and probably the most recognizable paint scheme in the field. At least the one that pops the most. The color chrome. I guess that's a Sherbert paint scheme.
Sherbert.
Really stands out there. You can see him coming from a mile away.
Yeah, it does. Yes, it does.
You never have to look too far into the pack to find that 12 machine.
Now let's see how things go here, because I think we're going to have that restart here just about any minute as we go into 3 and 4. Getting ready to kick things off. Nolan Hodgson, excuse me, Dylan Banks and Joseph out in front right now. And there we go. We are green yet again.
Oh, and Conklin diving down 3 wide down to turn 1 here. Take over a spot or two on the low lane up at the front. Banks with a rear view mirror full of Joseph Square. Joseph Square now dives down to the inside into turn 3, trying to take over the top spot. A little bit of contact. Oh, and he turns his teammate up the track. Justin Levine is now the race leader over Richard Garcia and Hodgson.
What a spin! Dylan Banks saves it. That was his team. That was his teammate.
And Levine over the radio with a quick, what the hell are we doing?
That was crazy for a moment there. What a save, though. We're not, that wasn't our next yellow. Thank goodness. But some questions are going to need to be answered.
That was just over aggressive. Trying to get the car down in there, trying to hustle it, trying to get the lead away as soon as he possibly can. Joseph Squared, I believe, on a little bit fresher tires than the rest of some of these guys up here at the front. Trying to make moves early and just bit off a little more than he could chew. And unfortunately, what he bit off was Dylan Banks. A little bit further in the pack right now. Pataska trying to make a move to the inside of the 12 machine of Hodgson here. Hodgson staying up on top of the hill, trying to get the momentum down the back straightaway. Yeah, it's going to leave that 17 machine behind as he shuts the door right in his face into turn 3. But here comes Pataska firing back with a hell of a run off of turn 4.
Off turn 4, we've still got a lot of activity going on, especially up here towards the front of the pack. We've got Brenson right now on the outside, leading things with Sean Conklin on the inside. Conklin makes the move on Brenson. Brenson gets a hard shunt from behind.
And a hell of a save out of Brenson Hunt.
Wow, it's going to cost him some positions, but good save.
Oh, and another one around the 34 in turn 1. Saves it.
Wow. The 24 of Brenson Hunt. Wow, a lot just happened in a few seconds there. Still trying to process it. A lot of bumping and a lot of going. Very, very intense driving from everybody here as the middle of the pack has still not quite sorted themselves out yet.
And Conklin right now trying to get the monkey off his back, moving up into 4th place now. Has carved his way all the way through this field on a little fresher tires here. Now getting up to the back bumper. Pataska here trying to use the low line here. Trying to save those tires and build a charge forward. You see Hodgson losing a spot here. Falling back in line behind Diallo as he cuts to the field here in fresher stuff.
Let's see. Justin Levine out in front. Dallas Pataska and Rich Garcia are side by side still, right behind.
Here's the question, you know, we've seen Levine up there in the points all season. Ran a hell of a race last week in the Nobi Builders Cup. Won at the Brickyard over Sean Conklin. Now here he is, 69 nice laps on the board, leading the field here at Iowa. Was last week a sign of what's to come out of that Mac Tools Camry?
Oh no, I hope not. You said it was bad.
No. I'm talking about Levine with the big win last week.
Oh, Levine. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Conklin for some reason. Oh, my brain fart.
I don't know if you can call a second place bad, though. I mean,
that's fair.
Conklin's, you know, still blowing the doors off these guys.
Let's see it.
Just like my pappy always said. Maybe 3 wide with Winston Edstrom in the middle here.
I hesitate to ask what your pappy always said.
What my pappy always said was, sun doesn't shine on the same dog's ass every time.
Ah, pappy, wisdom.
No, he also had other things, but I'm going to say those on air. But up at the front. Well, I was, Darby. I was, but I had to let the cat out the bag. Turns out it was Schrodinger's cat, and it definitely took the latter option.
Oof.
Front Levine trying to hold off a hard charging Sean Conklin as Conklin tries to rim it around the outside line to get past Pataska through 1 and 2. Up into the fence a little bit down the back straightaway. Pataska, though, still staying on the inside, trying to fight back with the 54 machine, but not able to get the momentum he needs to get the job done. Sean Conklin up to P2 now, all over the back bumper of Levine.
Can he do it? Can he get the momentum he needs to make that pass? And I think he commands the momentum whenever he pretty much wants it, but we've seen Sean Conklin play it back once he gets to this point a couple of times tonight so far.
Problem is, too, at the same time, though, as Conklin burned off his stuff. I mean, he's come all the way from about 24th or somewhere in the field to get up to the back bumper Levine here, and he's run the top line down to the bottom into turn 1. Sean Conklin trying to take it over. Levine not going to make it easy for him, though, working the outside line. He gets a huge run down the back straightaway, and he tags the fence, but it's still going to be enough. Levine still has it into 3.
Let's see what we've got here.
Tires here. 30-lap difference between first and second.
That is going to make a massive difference here.
Oh. Diallo almost gets turned around off the bumper of Nike through 1 and 2. So Levine still hanging up on that outside line, trying to keep the quarter panel of Sean Conklin's machine, trying to hold him back. And this is opening up the door for Pataska. He's really closing in on these two now. 1 and 2. Levine tries to pinch, gets tight though. Here comes Conklin down the back straightaway with a better run. And I think he's going to be able to clear him through 3 here. Not quite.
Maybe he's got him by a nose. By about half a car, maybe. He just finished that lap ahead of him.
Working the outside through 1 and 2. Levine trying to maintain that momentum. Tags the fence again, a little bit down the back straightaway. Conklin gives him a little bit of a hip check into turn 3. It's not going to be enough to hold the Mac Tools Camry back as Levine still crowds him, working the top line here. Across the stripe, Levine's going to lead lap 79.
Here we go, still side by side. Sean Conklin down on the inside by half a car length. Ooh, touch of contact there. And we want to do a quick shout out. Thank you, Bangboy, for the follow. Bangboy65.
Ian giving us a refresher of what this track used to look like before NASCAR completely botched it. Now outside line making it difficult for the guy on the bottom to pass. Keeping Conklin pinched here. And the longer he does this, the more of a tire disadvantage Conklin is going to fall into. As you see him now have to give up the ghost, falling in line behind Levine. Justin Levine's going to hold off the charge for now. But how are those tires going to hold up? Because he's been on that outside line for a long time here.
It's a good question. When you're leading a race like this, so much goes through your head in terms of strategy and how to lead a race that it's just mind-numbing for me.
You're going to run the bottom line here through 1 and 2. Try and take a little bit of air off the front splitter of Conklin here. Trying to keep it at bay any chance he can. As Conklin dives it down to the bottom into 3. Almost gets to the bumper, but not quite for the 54 machine. And here comes Pataska with a dive down to the bottom into turn 1. This is exactly what Levine wanted to see out of his mirror. Conklin tags the fence a little bit out of turn 2. Pataska's still going to opt to the inside line here through 3 and 4, and he's pulling Matt Busa along with him.
Matt Busa capitalizing on the situation the best he possibly can.
Oh, Pataska's in a really bad aero spot there. Almost lost it. You saw the car dog track a little bit. Now here comes Conklin with a dive down to the bottom. But is it going to be enough to clear Levine?
Time will tell. He's almost got him.
No contact on the front straightaway again between Naki and Diallo. Oh, and a bumper. This is about to be a wreck here.
Yeah, this is getting messy up at the front.
No, I'm talking about a little bit further back. Diallo and Naki have been beating the dog food out of each other the past handful of laps. 3 wide now for second place as Busa says, you know what, I'm done following. Dives down to the inside of Sean Conklin, and that's going to leave Pataska, the odd man out on the outside line. But Pataska somehow able to make the top lane work from a little bit of contact. 3 wide bouncing off each other into turn 3.
Turn 3's coming and going, and here we go. 3 wide in turn 3. And 4 coming across the line. It's Levine, Pataska, and Busa leading things off here right now.
And Justin is absolutely loving this sight in his mirror. Because these 3 guys right now, they're having to work harder than they have to work at any point in the race just to maintain these lanes without toppling over into each other. And Conklin going to get the jump on Pataska here. Going to pull up in front and clear him down the front straight away. Now it's just him versus Busa. Busa now to the inside. Trying to find the momentum to get past the 54 machine of Conklin. You're watching a pro versus somebody that we're probably going to see in pro in a year or 2. Levine has really backed up the pace here.
Yes, indeed. The top line is forming, actually, and still holding pretty steady.
And Pataska's not giving up contact with Conklin here in the center of 1 and 2.
Ooh. One little slice. He reached out and tried to take it.
Now Levine trying to hold off a pro here. More contact between Pataska and Conklin. Conklin almost into the fence out of 4. And now here comes Basin working his way into the picture. But up at the front, still battling for the lead. Levine still hanging on the outside lane here, trying to hold Busa at bay. But Matt might just have a little bit better stuff since he was following and maintaining his equipment a little bit better than Conklin was earlier. But Justin, not going to make it easy.
And please don't. We like it much better when Justin Levine drives that car a little bit harder.
That's right here. This is what short track racing is all about. And, you know, it's been a while since we've had the opportunity to show something like this here on Grid Vision. But, man, I think this is the best thing we've had on this channel in a couple weeks. But up at the front, looks like Busa's going to be able to hold him off. Not quite, though. Here comes Levine charging back again into 1. Way wider on the track, though, this time. That's going to open up the door for Busa to be able to clear him. And, yes, he does. Down the back straightaway. Busa's going to shut the door in his face. Matt Busa at the point now.
You love to see it. He says, not today.
Started this race, the lowest he's ran today was 30 seconds. Started 21st, up to the lead here, 93 laps in.
Wow.
I'll tell you what, a round of
93
applause
laps
too,
in.
though, for Justin Levine, because we saw the stint length earlier. Levine on a massive disadvantage on tires, able to hold these guys off as he tags the fence out of turn 4.
That's going to add up. Every little one adds up.
Tell you what, it was a gamble for Levine to get to the front, though, and it worked for him up till now. But I talked about him, so of course he's got to shit the bed. As Richard Garcia now getting to the back bumper of the 54 machine of Conklin here.
Okay, what can he do with that? Let's see if he can make the pass, or if he can find the momentum he needs to make it past Conklin. Conklin right now hugging the outside wall, trying to make the most use of the geometry that he possibly can. So it looks like it's going to be Conklin now back and still gently holding off Garcia. Let's see how Garcia makes his pass.
Garcia almost got the bumper there in 1 and 2.
All right. Looking good across the line. We are, keep in mind, folks, we're at lap 97 of 175.
Paska trying to make the move for third, has to pedal it up the hill, almost gets to the door of Justin Levine. Now he's falling into the clutches of Diallo as he's worked his way up here into the top 3, or just outside the top 3.
Just outside. Omar Diallo. He's up 15 places, which is still pretty great. But yeah, he's just outside the top 3, number 4 spot.
Oh, Pataska's really struggling on the low line here. Here comes Justin. Here comes Diallo now trying to get past Justin. He's going to take it with ease here. A little bit of slide shot, but here comes Justin throwing the bumper right back to him out of 4.
Can he do it? Can he do it?
Wasn't quite enough, though.
Ah, that's going to be rough.
Justin's doing everything he can to try and stop the bleeding here.
There we go. This oval race is getting intense.
Oh, up into the fence, the 26 machine. The lap car, Bailey Dutton, tagged the wall right in front of Levine.
And folks, we are going to take a short break here. Well, we've got some green flag racing going on. When we come back, more racing from Iowa Speedway. So stick around.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
We are back here at Iowa Speedway with more from Grid Vision. Right now we're on lap 107 of 175, going around and around and around. Out in front, Matt Busa with Dylan Basin and Omar Diallo right now leading things. I'm Jolo up in the booth with Sheldon Atkins and Austin Derbyshire. Oh, pardon me. Ugh, Austin Derbyshire. I tried to swallow my words there for a second. It doesn't work like that. And we are bringing you the best in iRacing. Sheldon, how you doing? You enjoying the race so far? Oh, is he back? Oh, man. Okay, 1 second. We'll check in with Sheldon and see what he's doing. Maybe he's down getting a hot dog down at the concession stand. But in the meantime, we're going to be taking a look at how things are going out on the track right now. Matt Busa is currently leading things with Dylan Basin in second. As I mentioned, Basin just about a second behind Busa, actually. And then about 3 seconds back, it's Omar Diallo leading a pack of 4 cars that still haven't sort of figured things out yet. Really tight pack of cars there. Tucker, Pataska, Latka, and Garcia all together. Let's watch Joseph Tucker in that Grid Vision beer can livery. I'm calling it that because to me it looks like a Coors Light can, sort of, but in orange, you know, instead of the Blue Mountains, but that's okay. As it goes, and looks like it might end up being a 3-wide situation there as Pataska centers himself up. Now up to the outside. There goes the 35, tucks down on the inside. That's Joshua Latka. Latka takes the spot. He's in 5th now. Tucker is still just ahead of this business right now, so he's not really tied up in it too much. Looking back up in front, though, the situation in front has stabilized pretty well between Busa, Basin, and Diallo. So the action is that little bit further back there with that group that Tucker is currently leading. So we'll keep an eye on these guys here and see how things are going. Ooh, we got some guys going in taking pit stops, though. Looks like Dallas Pataska and Nick Holzlander are heading in for pit stops now. All right. Nolan Hodgson looking good. Also a bit of a man by himself right now, although he's sitting right behind Richard Garcia, who is the back of that pack of the cars that I mentioned earlier. We go back a little further. We also have a little action right now between Chad McGinley, looks like Bob Fitzpatrick, some of these guys back here, Brenson Hunt, having a little bit of action back there. And there's Tyler Luttrell also. He's one of our friends from a faraway place right now. It looks like, I'm not sure where Tyler Luttrell is from. I see his flag is a different flag I'm not used to seeing. But here we go. Bit of lap traffic going on right now for Busa. He makes the pass. Conklin, there on pit, just finished his pit stop. He took 2 tires with that pit stop time of 9.6. That's not the 14x you'd expect of somebody who took 2 tires for sure. So we're going to guess that he took 2 there. And the yellow is out. The next caution of the night.
That is likely going to ruin it for him.
Oof. Oofda. Let's see let's see how things are going, and let's see what exactly caused that yellow. Ooh, was that what caused it there? He popped out there really fast out of pit road? No, I don't think so. All right, let's see. This is the 37 of, the 87 of Austin Edstrom. Just spun it out, buddy. Lost control, but kept it off the wall.
Wondering if that
Let's
might
see
have
what
been a
happens
tire
here.
failure on the 87 machine, because we have been seeing people struggle with it based on how loose he got on entry.
Ooh.
I'm wondering if that could be the problem. So we've seen a rash of right front and right rear failures all week here.
Well, he drove away on it. And it looks like there's quite a number of people right now who are going to be making their way down pit road, taking advantage of this next yellow and using this as a way to get a jumping off point for the second to, like, probably the second 2/3 last half of our race here. Got everybody coming down. There we got eyes on the 8 car once again. Then that's Dylan. Oh, excuse me. That's Joseph Tucker. Thank you. In the Grid Vision beer can livery.
Oh, that was Joseph Tucker in the Grid Vision Chevrolet.
Uh-huh. And we've got some Let's Go Tuckers in the Twitch chat right now. So it's nice to see we've got the fans out. And remember, folks, thanks for interacting with the chat. You can always reach out to us here in the booth and say hi and let us know what you think is how the race is going so far, your predictions for the race, or just shout outs or whatever you'd like to do. Go ahead and send them our way. We always love interacting with you guys. And we also love it when you show us some love with the follows and subscriptions that you send us with those lovely buttons at the bottom of the screen. So go ahead and consider giving them a smack at some point if you haven't yet. Show a little bit of love Grid Vision's way, and we will promise to turn that around into the great production value that you know and expect from us.
I think it's cool to see Joseph up here. You know, we covered him large part of last season in SSRL, man. Here he is.
Right, familiar name.
Driving our paint scheme.
Makes you feel good.
Yeah, it's good to see the Chassis Tucker Realtor stickers living on board that machine as well.
Yeah, Chassis Tucker Realty, Middle Tennessee. Never going to forget that.
Well, it took us about half a season to figure out how to say it right. So,
yeah, but you know what? We are commentators, not nuclear physicists or brain surgeons. So,
I don't think you need to be a nuclear physicist or a nuclear surgeon or a brain physicist to figure out how to say that. You know.
It's okay. Earlier today, I tried to make a reference to one of our famous presidents, Benjamin Lincoln, who was not a person.
It's not rocket appliances.
All right, Ricky. There goes the pace car. We're getting started now. Here's Busa and Basin. And let's go. We are green yet again. Busa with a good launch right now. Solid launch out of Busa this time.
Digging pretty hard, though. They're 1 and 2. Gets a really good run in the back straightaway. Might pull up to the quarter panel. And yes, it does into 3. Basin not going to make it easy for Busa as we are 3 wide. And, one car around it. It's turn 3 up against the fence, the 18 machine.
I saw some activity back there. I thought something was going to happen. That's Jake Phillips in the 18. Let's see what happened. '18 is a little bit twitchy right now. We're looking at the footage here. Ooh, the 54.
A little bit of contact.
Yeah, the 54, though, came sliding up and just put the boots to the 18 medium style. Send them right up into the wall.
Tell you what, I don't think I've seen somebody trip and stumble that many times on one straightaway. Tried everything he could to save it, but when you break that traction on these next-gen cars, you're pretty much SOL. And I'm not talking about standards of learning.
Yeah. Good night.
You see Sean Conklin coming up pit road here again.
Yep.
In a pretty bad situation here on strategy for all these cars that just came down pit road. Caution came out the worst possible time for these guys.
Stuck out. Now here they are. Gonna
If you're cold,
reorder
they're
things.
cold. Let them in.
It's gonna reorder things a little bit, especially around the middle and the end of the pack. And let's talk a little bit while we're going around about some of the stuff we got going on. On August 11th, we got a new series coming. But tomorrow, you're going to be broadcasting tomorrow, right?
Yes,
Sheldon?
I am. The OB
With
Butters
the-
Cup Series.
Live
Live
Here we
here
go.
from Iowa.
Live from Iowa. So you're going to be right back here, back in the saddle, getting used to another time around here. And very soon we're going to have, I think I mentioned it briefly, August 11th is the date to mark down on your calendars, folks. We have got something fresh. We have got the J&M Group Monday Night Cup Series starting August 11th at 9 Eastern. It'll be me, yours truly, Giolo, and Sheldon Atkins up here on Monday nights, doing it again. If you're looking to join this fixed cup series, you can reach out, contact, who is it? Contact us, you said? Yeah, contact us. Reach out to Grid Vision, and if you want to get into on this series and do some racing, get you on TV.
Hey, if you just want to say hi to us too, you can do that as well. But you can, yeah, I'm pretty lonely up here. They started punishing me. I'm not allowed to talk to people anymore because I keep making mistakes in the booth.
Yeah, it's back to the box for you.
Yeah, Darby actually left me at a gas station a few weeks ago.
Just left you there. Find your way home. That's so funny. Yeah, well, you know what? It's character building. That's all I'm going to say. And in a moment, we're going to have things going. Green, yet again. Matt Busa, Dylan Basin out in front. Busa with the launch. Basin and Luttrell right behind. Ooh, wow. Huge stack of cars back just a little bit of ways around spot 13, 14 here. Pataska down to the inside. On the inside of Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick and Holzlander making it 3 wide right now with Pataska. Conklin right there in the back of that pack. It's wild. This is a madhouse. This is a recipe for disaster. Hodgson doesn't want to get involved, trying to stay ahead of all that.
And now Diallo trying to bring it to the 8 machine of Tucker here, down into turn 3. Gonna get tight on the bottom, though. Tucker's gonna get the momentum down the front straightaway to carry him in front, at least for the moment. But here comes Diallo with another rally back on the low line, trying to get past the Grid Vision Chevrolet. And a little bit of contact out of turn 2, almost. They got tight.
Really
I
tight
thought one
right
of them
there,
was getting sent up the hill there.
I kind of did too for a second there, but Diallo is holding on to the line very well. It looks like Tucker is doing pretty good also there on the outside. Tucker's got the speed, just crawling forward on the outside line there, trying to get that spot back from Diallo to put Diallo back in position. But I don't know if he's got it right now here on the straightaway. It looks like he might, but then we get back into the turn, and the geometry just does not work in Tucker's favor, as once again, Diallo leads things through 3 and 4.
Same thing we saw at a Levine earlier with Conklin. And Diallo going for the slide job here through 1 and 2. And here comes Tucker up to the back bumper. Is he going to try to cross him over? Not able to get the momentum. Oh, Tucker gets loose. Turn around off the nose of Garcia.
But not a full spin. Not enough of a spin to cause a yellow. Sounds like it's going to be something that's going to keep the race going here. Out in front, Busa. Looks like Diallo is still holding up 4th position there.
It's devastating for Tucker. Had such a good run going. We'll get a look at it here on the replay. See him all over the back bumper.
Oof.
Yeah. I think Garcia got him a little bit there.
Yeah. Stayed off the track
it,
just enough, though.
I certainly don't think it was intentional. I think he was just trying to run close to him, but just enough of a tap to send him around. Especially coming out of turn 2. It's such a light point in the back end of these cars, especially when you're, in the throttle as hard as Tucker was there trying to get by him.
Yeah. Just beeped him. Just enough. You could see it in the replay that we just watched. Just beeped him. And unfortunately, that's going to be enough of a beep to send him around. And now Joseph Tucker is sitting at the end of the line, 24th out of the 24 cars who are on the front lap, the lead lap right now.
Yeah, booped the snoot a little bit. That's the problem for him, though, is going to be no damage or anything on the car, but he's so far behind right now. He's just going to be begging for a caution. But even then, the track position's so difficult to carve through here. We've only seen about 1 or 2 cars that have been able to really cut through the field.
Yeah, just a couple of cars here. Tyler Luttrell cut through the field very well. Matt Busa, very, very good work through the field, especially early on. It got him to the front of the pack, where he's been able to hold on despite even some activity here at the front of the pack earlier in tonight's race. Busa doing very well up here at the front. Just name a few people. Omar Diallo up 15 places. Also a good driver to get through the middle of the pack and to power to the front here.
And you got the one guy that's passed the most cars all race. That's Sean Conklin in the 54 machine, already up to 7th place from being tail end of the field. The way the caution sequenced earlier.
Looking back just a little ways, I see Brenson Hunt side by side with Nolan Hodgson. Hunt falling back just a little bit up ahead. Chad McGinley getting just a little bit bullied by Hodgson and Hunt behind him as he's trying to find a line, and they can't quite figure out which one they're going to use. McGinley with the TCSP livery there with the Longhorn on the front is just kind of bouncing between identities here on the track. I'm not sure if he's trying to do some blocking or if he's just trying to drive his line.
The answer is yes.
Yeah, right. Might as well be. Do a little bit of both. Why not? Column A, column B.
You're in that stage now where give and take is out the window. Just shy of 40 laps remaining here. Time is definitely winding down.
We'll see how things go for McGinley, who's still up 14 places from where he started tonight's race. Even though he has been kind of falling back just a little bitty bit over the last couple of laps. So we'll see how things pair up for Chad McGinley as time goes on.
You see Conklin work his way past there into the 5th position over Richard Garcia.
Good move, Sean Conklin.
Good Justin Levine a little bit further back. Struggling in this heavy traffic.
Yeah, I was going to say, our man McGinley, we were just talking about, is right there in front of Justin Levine, currently blocking his way, while the 3 sits on the inside. That's Luke Christian. Ooh. Kind of a blossom there. Everybody goes wide for a second. Luke Christian slides up into the front. Right behind him, Justin Yankee. And then Justin Levine side by side with Nolan Hodgson. Whew, that was close. taking a look to see where the other battles might be located right now. It looks like Richard Garcia is now having to hold off Joseph, who's just behind him by about a car length, trying to see if he can find a good spot to make that pass. I kind of wonder if he's going to be able to do it.
And it's just so difficult, especially at this stage of the game, to get yourself set up for a position to make the move. As you see Nike dive down to the inside of Luke Christian down into turn one. Christian opting for the switchback here down the back straightaway. Now he's to the inside of the 3 machine. Down to turns 3 and 4. Which one's going to come out on top right now? Looks like Nike with a little bit cleaner air. Using that outside line, is going to get the pull down the front straightaway, and he's going to clear the 3 machine of Christian, but not for long because here he comes back into turn 1. He gets him there, now setting up a crossover, trying to get underneath the 52 machine here into 3. And a little bit of contact out of turn 4.
Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, some more contact right across the line. Nanke and Holslander.
It's going to only end one way.
Tears. Ooh, behind him, Luke Christian bounces off the wall. Ooh. That's not pretty.
Not able to take the position that go around as we look a little bit further up towards the front. Banks working his way past Brennan Meal here.
They've been going back and forth for a while now, Banks and Meal.
Up at the front of the field right now. I mean, I know that they're close, but I don't think anybody's got anything from Matt Busa at the moment. That's the reason why. You see how low he's running on the track. That speed that you're seeing out of the 12 machine at Basin right now, got a good feeling that's fool's gold. Run up there in that top line. It's make the car go so much faster. Getting good launch on the straightaway, but it's only going to do that for a handful of laps where you really start to chatter these Goodyear Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
Busa, he's got that thing painted down there to the white stripe. And he's really letting the left side of the car do a little bit more of the work. He's getting it on the little patch of grip that's down there.
It's an impressive line. It's a quick line to the outside. He spends very little time on the outside of the track, from what I can tell. He comes back down very early and gets into the inside of the track as soon as he can.
You know, you're losing momentum down there. You gain in the fact that you keep your tires cooler, which allows them to be better for longer. As Justin Levine taking over the spot from the 12 machine of Nolan Hodgson. And a logjam of cars behind him here on the backstretch. Zolan fighting back now on the outside line, trying to get past the 33 Mac Tools Camry.
Let's see.
Who led the earlier laps of this race, just a victim right now on the flip side of strategy.
Yeah. The opposite strategy will come into play, and and it looks like some of these strategies have not paid off. The strategy for Busa and Basin, though, Basin is only a half second away from Busa. He has not let him out of his sights. Even though these guys are pretty strung out here, he doesn't seem to have anything for him. Like you said, he's driving his own line. He's still within half a second of him. It's pretty impressive. That's telling me there might be 2 lines here. That's sort of middle line, and then this sort of like a gradual, progressive to the inside and the outside line that Busa's doing. Here we go.
Up the field right now. Most of these guys spread out, a little bit of single file. A couple cars making some moves here, but everybody kind of settling with what they've got. Well, at this point in the race, you made your bed. You got a line at 20 laps to go.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's kind of the position a lot of these guys are in. They've sort of figured out, hey, here's where I am in tonight's race. Let me hold on to this spot. This is my destiny.
Oh, that might change it though. 21 machine goes around the back straightaway, and you see him
Ooh,
trying
no.
to keep it clean here. No caution. Likely
check
a
that
right rear
replay.
tire failure.
Go back
Well,
in the way back machine. Oh
maybe
yeah,
a
rear
left rear
tire failure
quarter panel
called
failure instead. Yeah.
the called the 24. Yeah. Oh,
24's
competitional
been in a
failure.
couple
I like
today, I
that.
feel like.
Yeah, it has been. Very odd.
Pull the reins back a little bit. And there he is at it again with a huge block.
Still doing it. That's Beck.
And he's been pretty aggressive this week. And, I think it's not really changing much here in NIS tonight.
Not really, not really. So
Up at the front right now, it's all Matt Busa and Dylan Basin. Basin still able to maintain with the 2 machine of Busa. This is a really impressive run out of that 12 machine right now.
it is. Ooh, Basin getting a little bit loose coming out of the 2 there, but still looking good. Yeah, just a little loose. I just saw the back end of Basin's car just getting out from under him a little bit.
Tell you, to run second to a pro guy in NIS, it's always a great feeling, but the only thing that's better than that is beating a pro guy in NIS. And Basin setting himself up to have the opportunity to do it if Busa just makes a single mistake.
Yeah. He's standing there waiting. Bag ready to take the trophy and throw it in it and run out the door.
This is the most consistent I've seen any car working the top line all race long, too. At the stripe that time, Matt Busa runs a 24.406, and Basin 0.05 of a second quicker with a 24.350.
Wow.
Basin's definitely onto something right now.
You got me there, dude. I didn't even realize that was the case, but now that you mentioned it, he really is doing it. We are down to the last 15 laps here, folks.
That lap falling into the hands of Matt Busa now. Ever so slightly, though. 6/100ths of a second between these two. Sorry. 3/100ths of a second.
Whew. It's all right. That's half as many hundredths right there. That's a pretty exciting drop.
Busa's doing a really good job getting drive off the corner, and that's going to be what stretches that advantage for him. As long as he's able to work his way past this lap car in front of him, the 18 machine of Jaco Phillips. He can work his way past him clean without losing too much time.
We'll see. Jake Phillips, give him room.
Did a good job of it into 1 and 2. Busa with the advantage. Going to pull a little bit here as looks like Basin's going to get hung up on the outside line here. Tennis now separating your leaders.
Watching the action. Just those 0.3, and then another 2.5 seconds back for Tyler Luttrell. But up here at the front, these two inseparable right now.
Yeah, that was a case of you. That was a case of you've got the position, but I don't give a shit. I'm not lifting. is honestly what that is. I don't know if there's anything that happened before that, but yeah, Hunt kind of drove through him there.
Yeah, not very sporting.
Kind of just plow dumped him really.
Yeah. Well, that's the way it goes. You live, you learn, and you get into a fight on pit road.
If only we could on here though, right?
If only. Yes, that's what iRacing needs. You pay
That'll weigh on
$5 to send a mild electric shock to any racer of your choice.
I'd be broke.
You would be pretty broke. Yeah, and listen, back in the old days, you could do some wacky stuff to people if you know, you had a beef to pick, a bone to pick, a beef to chew. I don't know what they say these days.
Yeah, you can
but,
get a good look at your butcher.
Gonna finish the line?
Get a good look at a butcher's ass by sticking your head up a bowl, but wouldn't you rather take the cow's word for it?
There you
Wait,
go.
I think I got that wrong.
Something like that.
TV ad's about 400 pounds. If you have not seen Tommy Boy, you absolutely should. All I can say is we take us to the stripe here. Matt Busa leads them to 6 laps to go. And right now, the only thing on Busa's mind is just get us around here without a caution. Keep air in the tires.
Yep.
That's all I need.
Yep, keep it under you. Get around without a caution. You've only got 6 to go here in Iowa. Nice short track we've been enjoying so far. 0.88 miles around, 4 corners, and we're doing 175 laps. Right now we're on lap 171. 5 laps to go, folks. Matt Busa currently leading things up 20 from where he started. Dylan Basin right behind him, who's fallen back, unfortunately, about a second and a half here. He was within a half a second. He added a second on there, and so if the camera adds a few hundred pounds, well, our cameras must have added a second to that lap time, unfortunately, or to that gap time. Tyler Luttrell in third, up 20 from where he started. Omar Diallo in fourth, up 15. So we got a bunch of people who are pretty locked into where they're going to be by the end of tonight's race. Lap 172 right now, looking for 173.
Tell you what a quiet but dominating race Busa has put together here. Started at the tail end of the field. Didn't even notice him creeping his way up through the board. But in true Coke Series fashion, finds his way there when it matters the most. And a little bit of second, we got a wreck. Oh, no.
Oh, no. We got so close.
Oh, and we got fireworks under caution here. Joey Beck's trying to knock the bumper off of Levine.
Fireworks under caution. Ooh,
Hodgson.
an attempt to go 3 wide goes bad.
Gets dumped there by
Luke Christian, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
And and the word immediately before the slam into turn 1 here was Beck calling Levine a clown.
Yep.
But I'm pretty sure all week I've seen Beck run people over, so I'll probably get run over next race for that one.
Yep, that's coming back for you.
Oh yeah.
3 laps to go. We're going into green-white checkered territory because it is officially lap 174. Oh, it's officially lap 175 as of right now.
Yep, 3 stabs to green-white checker too. You just want to bring her down pit road here, throw 2 tires on it, and send her to the front.
Just send it. Send it, but let us go around at least once so we don't wreck it.
Take 2, and you don't lift for shit.
Boom.
And
boys are still filtering through their feelings right now.
Oh, did Busa get speeding?
Oh, that would change this entire field of the night.
Doesn't look like it. Basin was able to inherit the lead, though. Quicker stop for the 12 machine. It's going to make it really difficult for Matt here to get the job done.
Oof. Oof, oof, oof. Massive oofs all up and down tonight. We've had some interesting situations. We've had some wild yellows, some spins that didn't get yellows, some recoveries. But overall, it has been, honestly, it's been a bit of a slugfest here at Iowa. Like you predicted before this race even started, Sheldon, it was going to be a slugfest. It was going to be a game of tires and strategy. And so far, it played out exactly like prophecy.
I'll tell you one thing, they're not done beating the hell out of each other yet. We've got up to 3 green-white checkers to finish this thing off, and I got a feeling we're going to dust off a few of them.
Ooh, all right, all right. You know what? I'm going to take that. I'm not going to bet against that at all. I would say that you're probably on the money there, as we've got a bunch of people warming up their tires, getting things ready to go. We're at least 2 to green here at Iowa. Folks, thanks for joining us here on Grid Vision. Stick around. We're going to be doing the end of this race here for you, and we'll talk a little bit more about what we got coming up. We got the OB Builders Series. That's tomorrow night. What time is that again?
9:30 Eastern.
Thank you. 9:30 Eastern. And then starting on August 11th at 9 Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern, we have got, let me get the name of this up again in front of me.
Your mom.
So I can give you, we've got, that's right, my lovely mother. the J&M Group Monday Night Cup Series will be will be coming up on Monday nights. Starting August 11th.
Monday nights, presented by Grid Vision and Sim Racer Hub.
You better believe it.
Yeah, Clinton will sponsor anywhere, it seems.
Woohoo!
She actually got it tattooed.
Good stuff.
It's on her back.
Oh.
Lights
Between
are
the
on
shoulder
pace
blades,
car
right?
here. Yeah. Yeah, there.
Okay. Okay, good. All right. There goes the pace car. Here we go. Green flag, green flag, green flag. Busa with a bit of a slow start. He gives the spot to Basin.
Doesn't quite get it. Basin just gets a really good launch. Tyler Latrobe. Oh, we got a couple cars around head on into the wall out of turn 2.
What was that? What was
Joseph
that?
Tucker's rough night goes to worse here.
Just got rougher.
Let's see.
Let's see it.
Oh,
Let's see.
I'm noticing. I'm noticing a really strange coincidence. It seems like about 3 or 4 of these wrecks have had that damn 24 car attached to them.
Yeah, you know.
It's pretty fucking crazy.
First time, you know,
I mean, like,
shame on me. Second time, so what does this say? Shame on you.
I'll get on my soapbox here for a minute and then get off it immediately. But damn, dude's sitting here talking about everybody else driving like clowns, but I haven't seen him make a corner without slamming the shit out of somebody since we took the green.
Yeah.
And yeah, just cleans out Brendan Meal, which I guess he was trying to clean out Levine in the process, maybe. I don't know.
Wow. Whatever he did, he was clean. Didn't even move
Brennan
a wheel.
hasn't done shit to anybody today, so.
Yeah.
Which is rough too,
right.
man, because Brennan just keeps getting caught up in everybody else's BS every week. Like, dude puts together good runs, gets cleaned out in the last 10% of the race every time.
What a shame.
And poor Joseph Tucker, he just victim of circumstances, nowhere to go.
Yeah. Good on the drivers who dodged him, though. Man, there was almost another wreck back there.
Bowie just absolutely gets cleaned out. And I guess everybody else is the clown this week. Wonder what the next cause of caution is going to be.
Well, it's divisible by 2. It's the number of hours in a day. And it was a series starring Kiefer Sutherland that was very well received.
You say Queefer Sutherland?
That's right.
Hey,
wait, what?
What? So I can already assure you that it is not over.
No,
somebody's going
right.
to miss the litter box on this one too.
You have, Sheldon. You have been the. I'm trying to figure out a good Nosferatu pun. I was going to go with Shelferatu. I think that might be the best one.
I think it was Shostradamus, wasn't it?
Shostradamus. Thank you.
Vampire.
It was a vampire.
And I can eat garlic.
I'm getting everything crossed up. Oh, there we go. I'm getting everything crossed up.
I think you've just inherited CTE from watching all these damn wrecks today.
I think I might have. My head is like tapioca. Anyways, I'm looking for Shelstradamus. That's who I'm talking about today. You are like Shelstradamus today. calling it?
I blame the Lamaritas.
NASCAR opposite. If you pointed at the turn 4 and said, "Here's where it's going to happen," I would believe you.
I don't know why Roger Pierce never showed up tonight, but these drinks are for him.
Ears.
Yeah, I guess he's out there getting his ears pierced at Claire's or something.
Getting them pinned back a little bit.
Probably.
Well, you know what else we're about to do? We're about to pin back the throttle because we're going to go on this second green-white checkered attempt. Let's see if we can make it around one lap. If we can, we're going to take it all the way to the checkered flag after that. There goes the pace car. Here comes the zone. Green flag, green flag, green flag, he says, and away we go. Dylan Basin, Tyler Luttrell leading things off.
And just about everybody saying a 3 wide, a little bit of contact there. Conklin almost gets turned into 1 and 2. Able to keep it going in the right direction. And around on the back straightaway. Huge stack up. Brennan Meal gets in it again. They're still wrecking here in 3 and 4.
We had Brenson Hunt involved in that. We had a few names involved in that.
Dylan Banks taking the blame on that one.
Unfortunate. Hey, that was a name we had toward the front of the field for a little while there, Dylan Banks. But it looks like, unfortunately, it was all on him, as he was willing to throw out there and say.
Yeah. I wouldn't put too much blame at the same time. He was trying to avoid getting into the back of Garcia, comes down a little bit, gets into the side of the 52 machine, and that just causes a chain reaction of crap that we will never recover from.
We'll never financially recover. But we are going to recover from this because this is it. This is the last green and white checkered now, folks. There's no other option. This race is going to end.
Dylan Basin sitting here on the catbird seat here, strategized and kind of lucked his way into it, but I wouldn't say it's too much luck, though. He's had as much pace as Busa here in the closing stages, but putting together a really good run for Team Conti Sim Performance in that 11 Toyota Camry. Also, Tyler Luttrell, I mean, look, we've seen him win here in these late race exchanges here in NIS.
That's true.
Pretty sure it was, trying to remember which track it was, but it was a difficult one, I know that.
Yeah, this is going to be a late race exchange for sure right now coming up here. That's the way to describe what we're about to go through.
A meat grinder.
A meat grinder, yes, sir. Ugh.
Pretty solid term for what we've seen today.
Yeah, let's see. We got 26 cars out on the track right now from starting with 35. So we've lost almost 9. We've lost 9 cars over the course of the night. Or not lost them, but we're 9 cars are down from the lead lap at the very least. How many cars have we lost today? Let's see. We had
Like
7. A couple of people. About 7 cars. Okay, yeah.
We have 7 cars that are over 10 laps down.
So yeah, pretty good meat grinder. Pretty good. That's some spicy sauce right there. We have. Gotcha. And it looks like most of the racers who are alive actually are on the lead lap.
Yeah, we really haven't had many opportunities for long green flag runs. We had that one stint, but it ended right as things were starting to get exciting.
Yep. And now we've got the official start of the end of this race about to happen. The lights are off on the pace car. Tires are getting warmed up. Dylan Basin, Tyler Luttrell are going to be leading things off with Matt Busa and Omar Diallo right behind. Here goes the pace car. Here comes the zone. And we are green for the final time here on Grid Vision
3 wide on the top.
tonight. 3 wide
Sean
off
Conklin.
the top. Almost 4.
For just a second there, Conklin trying to make anything happen here around the outside line. Up at the front of the pack, though, it's basically 3 wide bouncing off each other here, coming into turn 3. And oh, huge crash into turn 3, and that's going to end the race.
Race is
They're
over.
still wrecking.
Insane squeeze there on Diallo from Busa on the outside. Look at this squeeze.
Stuck in the middle, just getting bounced off of here. Conklin tries to send it forward to the bottom, and everybody just wraps up into it there. And
Yeah,
somebody get a
Garcia
tarp out
also.
for Richard Garcia.
Unfortunate, as the race does end at this moment with Dylan Basin under caution.
That's
Coming
a hard
across.
right hook. What
Ooh,
was Naked
man.
doing there? Cross the
couldn't tell you.
stripe. Dylan Basin going to seal the deal, bring home the checkered flag from Iowa. A little bit of two-tire fire, I believe, on pit road. Was able to get the job done for the 11 machine.
It worked. Shame that his win was like a wet fart.
All shit.
All the wrecking that was going on.
Oh. Oh, you're.
Oh, was that a late hit?
No. You said like a wet fart, and I was like, "Oh shit," because this race did turn into an
Oh.
absolute piss rocket of a shit
Yes.
show.
There you go. Yeah, I yes. Accurate, sir. Accurate, sir. As we've got everybody going around and wrapping things up here, our man Dylan Basin burning them down at the start-finish line. We're going to give you the
Go,
official, unofficial results here from Iowa very shortly.
Tell you what, though, Dylan ran a clean race today, and anybody deserved it. It's definitely the cat in that 11 machine there.
Agreed. He had a very good race today. He was always a contender, and he had a very, very good position for most of tonight's race. So let's see how it went, folks. Dylan Basin in first place, Tyler Luttrell in second, Sean Conklin in third, Justin Nanke in fourth, Joshua Laka in fifth, Justin Levine all the way up and made his way up into sixth there. Joey Beck in seventh, Luke Christian in eighth, Dallas Pataska in ninth, and Jake Phillips in 10th.
In 11th place, we got Justin Campbell, followed by Maggie McGuire in 12th. Robert Fitzpatrick bringing home 13th, followed by Steve Tucker in 14th. 15th place going to Matt Busa, followed by Nikita Sperling, Joseph Tucker, Ellen B. Pajari, Omar Diallo, and Nick Huslander. Round your top 20.
From 21 on to 20, or 20 on to 21, excuse me, Bailey Gelinas. I believe it's how it's pronounced. 22nd, Brenson Hunt. Joseph in 23rd. Dylan Banks, 24th. Richard Garcia, 25th. Brendan Schmiel, 26th. Chad McGinley, 27th. Brendan Buey, 28th. Nolan Hodgson, 29th. And Louis C. Brazera in 30th.
31st, we have Bailey Dutton, followed by Austin Edstrom, Logan Hudson, Derek Heitman, and Keegan Sabila running out the 35-car field.
That rounds things out, folks. We have our third place finisher in the green room right now. That's Sean Conklin. Might be able to get some insight on how the race went from his point of view. He had a hell of a race. Let's pull him up here and have some words with him. Hey, Sean, it's Joe up in the booth. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Hey, what a race tonight. We described it as a meat grinder from our point of view. How about from your point of view, friend? What was your perspective on this one?
Just coming from the back to the front a couple times, just getting stuck in dirty air. Just kept passing cars, and then you pass so many cars and your tires burn out, or you just get held up by somebody who doesn't know give and take. So just unfortunate. Could have gotten the lead, and person I was battling could have also would have been in second. Could have had decent tires, and would have probably been able to go longer on that pit stop there, and would have been cycled to the back. So just unfortunate. I hope that we can have some more give and take in the future. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, it was an excellent assessment there. This was a tires focused race. From what we saw, there was a lot of wear and tear, and you mentioned it. Sheldon was talking about it during the race. Did you have any specific moments where you were thinking, "Man, my tire strategy is paying off," or maybe it's not exactly what I was hoping?
Yeah, we went from like 20 something all the way back up to second, and just kind of got stuck on the inside. I was riding right behind him, had all the pace in the world. Take it to the inside, and you can't pass down there. So, yeah, just unfortunate. I think that's when we had the best tires. We wound up burning them up, the both of us. So that was pretty unfortunate. And later, um, we pitted, uh, did a did a good tire strategy there. I think that would have paid off and gotten us the lead. Um, if we would have held on to it, it depends on how late the other cars would have pitted. So not really sure how that would have played off, but yeah, just kind of caught up in other people's messes tonight.
Yeah, you did, my friend. But as you said, you went from behind to the front, from back to the front, and now you ended up at the front, third place. Very good place to finish. And we're going to Watkins Glen next week. Are you ready for that?
Yeah, testing has already begun on that one, so
All
excited
right.
for that. One of the last road courses for a while, I think until around October, so not too long. Um, yeah, excited for that. Definitely glad with the third place finish. That's definitely what I wanted out of this because we were very deep in the field coming to the closing laps of this thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, is there anybody you'd like to shout out to or thank for your performance tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody from Ryko, Gossip Bus Lines, Nap Auto Parts, FedEx, Randy Belt Construction, Best One Tire. Yeah, just did a great job on the setup this week as always. I do wish we could have gotten to show it tonight, just really bad timed cautions, and when we got those green flag runs, we weren't really able to show much being caught up in battles. So yeah, just big thanks to them, and I hope that we can go do this again and show our speed tomorrow night in OB.
All right. Hey, yeah, you're going to good luck tomorrow night as well. And thank you for your time tonight. And we will hopefully talk to you soon.
Thank you.
All right, folks, that was Sean Conklin, the third place finisher for tonight's NIS race here at Iowa Speedway. And we had a meat, I'm going to say it one more time, meat grinder of a race, wasn't it, Sean? Wasn't it, Sheldon?
Doing what during the race?
I said it was a meat
honestly,
grinder. I said I was grinding my meat during the, no.
Oh, there we go.
All right.
Well, that's better than normal. But yeah, no, it was well, I mean, we had a good long green flag run in the middle, which really pulled the race together. It's a shame we ended up with so many cautions at the end that we didn't really need, because it absolutely turned into a crapshoot for the finish. I don't know. It's short track racing though, man. Short track racing. It's fun to watch. A lot of good moments in this one though. I definitely had a blast up here in the booth with you.
Yeah, and I got a little bonus for you there, Sheldon. How about you interviewing the winner of tonight's race, Dylan Basin? How about that?
All right. Well, Sheldon Atkins up here in the Grid Vision booth, sitting next to our race winner, Dylan Basin, in the number 11 Team Connie Sim Performance Camry. First off, man, talk me through it, because it looked like there for a while you were pretty much keyed off to be second place. What was the strategy that got you out of pit road in front of Matt Busa?
Honestly, I think we all had the same idea. It was just two tires was the call if you wanted to be up front. And I got a perfect exit off the pit road where I just barely beat him out. And that's really all she wrote. I mean, Tyler almost junked me into second. Do my checker, going into three. Got into my right rear and then into my left rear. It didn't work for him as per usual. And after that, they just kept wrecking. I mean, there was not much I had to do. I feel like after the first green checker restart, I had a pretty sizable lead going into turn 1 and 2, and I figured I probably could have ran away with it right there. After that, it got really difficult trying to go in different spots of the restart zone, so they don't time it, and they kind of did, but I just had enough drive into turn 1 and 2 most of the times to stay ahead. So, I mean, honestly, it was just racing the yellows and making sure I don't get dumped. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, P2 was gonna be a good finish. I wasn't mad about it, but a win is even better.
And I even mentioned too at the same time, where you're running P2, when you finish second to a guy that's in pro, right? You can't beat yourself up too much, right? That feels like a win in itself. But to be able to come out here and actually beat a pro like Busa, and it came down to a caution coming out at the perfect time, but you had to execute. How good of a feeling is that after a race that felt like it went on for 3 years, even though it only went on for 2 hours?
Oh yeah, I agree with that statement. But yeah, it feels good, especially in this car. In the B car, I hold a lot more of a candle to those guys. I can compete with them often, get wins. But in the A car, with this air model and how limited the lines are and stuff, I mean, it just does not fit me at all. Like at Dover in the B car, I was great. I did the open NIS race. I am so mid, it's not even funny. Like I just can't get a grasp on this car completely. It's probably the best understanding I've had of it this week. It's just driving a little bit looser, driving more like how I like to drive it on the right rear. But even then, when you're sitting behind Musa for 30 laps or more, and he's in clean air the whole time, like you're basically cooked, especially at a single lane track like this. So, I mean, I'm happy to get the win, but I don't think the feeling will be as satisfying until I do it under green on track.
But definitely something to put on the wall though, for sure. It's also, I want to talk about tires because we had so many big issues with tire wear at the beginning of the week, and I don't know how everybody else has progressed. I know I'm still struggling with tire wear myself. How low were you getting those sets? Like, were we worried about popping them?
We were getting pretty close. I mean, like towards the end right there, I was going to be fine, but I think my tires were like 28, 22 or something like that. And then the caution before, after that long run, where me and Busa came to the field together, that one right there, I think my tires were a little bit lower. I think like 19 on the right rear. So everybody was doing pit stops around that time period. So it seems like 70 laps is really the most you can go on these things without completely killing them. It's just so weird though. You can't feel like the fall off of the tire until you get to the last 15, 20%, and it just falls straight off. So it's hard to predict when to pit and whatnot. But I'm sure over the next few months, people get more experience with this new tire model and stuff. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah, I definitely think it's improvement myself from what we had where these things never even thought about blowing. But after the big win tonight, who do you want to thank and shout out? Because definitely want to be proud of these NISs, man. They're something.
I'd like to thank the TCSP guys. They put together a ripper this week. I think interesting with that clean air, we'd be pretty dominant. I know we're pretty dominant in the B car. It's just the next gen is, I feel, less driver skill and more positioning. If you can get out in clean air and have a clue on how to save your tires, you're probably going to be out there leading laps. But I mean, they still put together a good piece that drove to get a pretty good and dirty air, being able to drive through the back and stuff. So I'd like to thank them for all that they do and putting together this rip set.
Thanks for coming up here and talking to us, man. Go ahead and burn it down for the night.
Well, do you appreciate it, man?
And I'm gonna hand it back on over to Joe Lo LaCastro here to bring us on out.
Hey, you got it, my friend. Well, we already have talked a little bit about how things went. I'm just going to echo what you said. It was a hell of a race. And we got Watkins Glen coming up next week. But, folks, I want to go ahead and start the process of winding things down. So let's go ahead and thank you from the entire Grid Vision team. We want to thank you for watching and participating in the chat, especially we had a few people there in the Twitch chat. Thank you very much. We really appreciate that, guys. Thank you for participating and for shouting out to us. So if you want any more information on getting your league broadcasted or starting your career in broadcasting, contact us on Facebook, X, or email us at info@gridvision.live. Congratulations yet again to Dylan Basin tonight, winning tonight's race from Iowa Speedway. This has been your lead commentator, Joe LaCastro, your color commentator, Sheldon Atkins, and your technical director, Sheldon Atkins. And we will see you next time on the grid.